Yeah, we were talking about that leading up to it. Yeah, this might be a legitimate scandal that we have on our hands with this one. Federal fucking prison. All right, Isaac Dulgarian coming back against Yadierdelvalle. This is a great fight. I love this fight actually.
I think this fight, it would, the way that I want to say it is Isaac Dulgarian is one of these guys that, 7-1, but we've already seen him, sport the inactive badge. I mean, this dude's been around since I started watching. He was one of the first dudes that I like really kind of liked the way that he grappled. He was like one of the first grapplers that I really understood, like he's working towards something.
Right.
He's not just cuddling, you know. But the fact that he's still 7-1, and I've literally only seen him probably twice in the past 2 years. It's concerning because he's somebody that I'm pretty sure he actually took a loss in his last one, but I could be Christian Rodriguez. Yeah, so he got stopped by Christian Rodriguez. Yeah, and then now that he's back, I mean, honestly, it's just been too long. I mean, dude, Yadier del Valle, whatever his name is, this dude's already fought. He's been in Contender Series, and then he fought again. And then you just been sitting on the couch after you got a win, last year. I mean, we
I
need
think
you in the mix, man.
I feel all of that, but I think that the issue is that Dulgarian is one of those kind of guys that comes off the couch good. You know what I
Mm,
mean? I think that that's the issue here, and especially, I mean, I don't know why they're. It's an odd thing because you're right. The inactivity is strange that they're pairing him with what could be considered hot shot fights. Now, I don't think that Del Valle is that, but I'm saying that at the amount of experience and the dominance that Dulgarian has shown in some of his fights, you'd think that he'd be fighting up at this point, but getting a
mhm.
guy that's one fight in is a little bit odd matchmaking to me. But Del Valle is good. I mean, he's definitely got a lot of skills. He's a tough customer and a scrappy guy. So I think that this is definitely going to be a style clash kind of thing. Sadly, in that case, I think that when it like skill for skill in this type of a stylistic matchup, I think Dulgarian does get the job done.
Hell yeah.
So, I mean, could be, look, if not, this will be a fantastic coming out party for Del Valle because, if you are a hardcore of the sport, you do know that Dulgarian is, I mean, that's a talented guy right there. And to be able to take him out, that speaks volumes to the people who are paying attention.
100%. Yeah, I agree with that.
So,
Oh, this next one is funny.
well, who are you going with in this one?
Oh, I'm going with Dulgarian for sure.
Yeah, same. Federal fucking prison.
Every
All right, well,
UFC
let's see
appearance
if
that I've seen
Dulgarian and
Dulgarian,
his
and he
bum
just walks
hand
in
can
and
win
walks
this
out.
fight still.
Other than the Christian Rodriguez one, and that was a split decision, which at the time is pretty good because Christian Rodriguez is smoking all the other prospects.
I mean, Dulgarian is keeping on the outside. Goes for the. Yep, this is Dulgarian's game plan is to wrestle.
Nah, Christian Rodriguez beat him.
Sprawling nicely. Pushing the head down.
Nice.
This is good work for Del Valle right now. Yeah, like a reverse half Nelson going on for a second there.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow.
All right, Del Valle working on the neck. All right, Del Valle trying to transition this. I mean, his hands look okay. It doesn't look like he's wincing or anything. I mean, not comfortable right now, but
Hmm.
It's tight in there.
yeah. This is good work for Del Valle. Unexpected because Dulgarian. This is like he's beating him at his own game right now.
Yep. Oh. Oh. Face crack.
All right. Yeah, Del Valle
Oh.
taking the back.
This is looking real good.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
This is not looking
yeah,
good.
this is not looking good. And this might be exactly why the line shifted. We might have a legitimate scandal on our hands, people. He is battering this man right
Yep.
now.
Oh, he's fucking. Oh, he's not doing good right now.
Oh, this is a story brewing, people.
It's
Oh,
over.
Oh. Oh. Does he
Oh, he's got it. He definitely has it. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's got it. Oh, he definitely has it now. He's trying to wrench it out. He's got so much time.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's got it. Got it, dude.
Wow.
This is not. You have to.
Wow.
Fucking
Oh, yeah. No, I mean. Yeah, he needs to fight the hands.
This is nice.
But if his
Love
hand
to
is
see
hurting,
it.
he might not be able to. Single arm
Love
now.
to see it.
Oh, he's got
Yeah,
it.
bro.
Oh.
Time and time again, how he is surviving is insane to me. It's like he's so close every single time. And DC is exactly right. He's not attacking the hands. Like Del Valle is the one that's letting the hand go. He's got it. Oh, he's got to have it.
Yeah. I feel like he's just.
It's like he's playing with his food right now.
Yeah. Oh no.
Wow.
Yeah, he keeps adjusting and adjusting.
Wow.
Oh, he's gonna
There it is.
Yep.
Okay,
Wow.
I mean, sure.
Wow.
We might have a legitimate scandal on our hands, people.
Yeah, that was weird.
That is something is rotten in the state of Denmark. No offense to Columbus.
Yeah, I mean,
What?
I'm confused on.
What? Why?
That is wild. Based on what we know.
Weird.
That man. Scandal confirmed is the tweet that I just put out.
That's just crazy.
What is the scandal? John, were you not? I guess maybe you had it on in the background and weren't listening before. The scandal is that the line on this fight originally was Dulgarian is a minus 900 favorite. Just prior to the fight, a very, very large amount of money was coming in on Del
before the
Valle.
fight starts, and then when they walk out, now
to the
he's
point that
magically
several
like the
books took
underdog
the
or some
fight off
shit.
of the books, not taking action on it, and several
Something was
canceled
going on there.
the props on the fight. Speculation was that Dulgarian may have had a hand injury. Speculation. However, how did that information become public? Why did all of that money come in? Where was that information coming from? Why would anyone know that? And then you saw what just happened in the fight. That was a minus 900 favorite originally that just got submitted just now. So, yes, this is a legitimate scandal, perhaps. That would suggest that someone either... I mean, I don't want to necessarily say fight fixing, but someone in somebody's camp leaked the information that Dulgarian was compromised. That information had to get out somehow. So, how else could all of that massive amount of money been coming in on Del Valle? And then Del Valle actually cashes on that bet. At least he turned purple before tapping, unlike Dumas, who tapped before the choke was in. Fair. Twitch stream only just
minus
reloaded.
900
Brother, it was
to minus
working just fine
160,
before.
then he lost by
I was
sub.
looking at it.
Wow.
you
And
mean
the
stream
books
with the
knew it
fights
too.
on? Okay,
I mean,
fair
look
enough.
at this. This right here.
Yeah, we were talking about that leading up to it. Yeah, this might be a legitimate scandal that we have on our hands with this one. Federal fucking prison. All right, let's that's a long preamble to the fight that is at the heart of the matter. This is Isaac Dulgarian versus yadierdelvalle. If you were in at the start of the stream, we talked at length about the scandal that is rocking the sport currently. Now we are going to talk about the actual fight itself. If you missed our earlier conversation, I'm sure that some of that's going to come up here again, but if you missed the full conversation, go back and watch the VOD or listen to the audio version of this show. You can hear what we said at the beginning of the episode or watch the video that I put out on the YAMMA channel.
Yeah, so what I will say about this one, going back to what I started to, and when I was watching this one and when I saw the line shift, my initial thought back to the Irina Alexieva thing is that they did a pre-fight screening and yadierdelvalle apparently was going to be 10 times fucking stronger than Isaac Dulgarian. I don't know who fucking thought of it. I don't know what made me think of it, but it was because of obviously Irina Alekseeva. So when this fight started and I see Isaac Dulgarian shoot for a double leg, get it immediately, and then magically Yadierdelvalle sprawls out of it. And then I see Isaac Dulgarian shove him up against the cage. And instead of being able to lock his hands, what I was thinking, because in my mind, again, I'm watching a steroid freak now. I'm watching this dude rip the jaws of life out of this dude's grip. And he's got Isaac Dulgarian almost like pinned with his arms behind his fucking back at this point. And I'm like, okay, so I get to watch the fucking Winter Soldier just beat up on this dude because somebody knew something. And then we get to the ground, and then it is almost as if Isaac Dulgarian, and this is upon rewatch now, because in the moment, yeah, obviously, I'm thinking that this is believable. Like, holy shit, he really is manhandling my dude. But when you watch it in the replay, it is almost if Isaac Dulgarian is forcing Delvalle to stay on his back. It is almost like he's keeping him there. And then that's before they get to the rollover position where he's actually locked in with the body triangle. Because when you get to that point, it's even more clear. I mean, this dude, he's trying so hard to make it seem like he's fighting the choke, but he's not actually doing anything. And what I think I take away from a fight fixing moment, and obviously the opposition possibly not being in on it, is that, again, back to false sense of reality. Yadierdelvalle thinks that he's probably the fucking shit now. I just submitted a dude who's never been finished. Whatever you want to say, I'm the shit. But from the actual standpoint of, I watched you not be able to actually choke out somebody who was pretending to get out of it. I mean, you might be one of the worst submission artists that I've ever seen. I mean, like that's genuinely like a raising concern. Like, he was wanting you to choke him out enough that he could make it believable that he was like working at it. A real submission artist would just choke him out. Like, I mean, they would just get it done. I don't know. That's just my opinion on it. I think it is crazy to think that he could not actually submit him. If the case is that he was throwing the fight and Isaac Dulgarian was purposely losing, he should have been able to actually get bro to fucking tap out. Like, I don't know. That's just.
I mean,
my
he did.
opinion.
You're saying earlier. I get you. I understand.
Yes.
Like, well, because the to your point, I said that like the way that he was trying to sell the dive is like, you'd think that him selling the dive. Or that he's selling the dive because he's trying to last longer, but really what it's doing is giving the dive away, because you can tell that he knows what he should be doing, but he is intentionally not doing it. Because it goes back to all of the back punching. That was the biggest giveaway of all of this. Isaac Dulgarian, you made a great point in the Discord that I put into the video several times, is that Isaac Dulgarian had never been finished before. This guy is a dude who is an extremely high level wrestler and grappler. Do you really mean to tell me that Isaac Dulgarian does not know that he should be fighting the hands as opposed to punching behind his head, when a rear naked choke, the most surefire way to achieve a submission, is sunk in basically? I mean, this you can't tell me that does not compute. All that Dulgarian was doing was punching behind his head. That was the majority of what he was doing from the ground sequence to the finish, was going to the back, allowing the adjustments. As you said, he's kind of forcing the movement with his own body, also trying to sell, is what I mean, based on what we know now, at least. I mean, all of the details still coming out, but what we understand this to be, he's rolling in one direction in order to let the momentum go back to the other direction. He's punching backwards. He's lengthening the inevitability of what is eventually going to happen, but doing so in a way that he still knows is going to get to the ultimate conclusion. And that to me was one of the like, especially on rewatch, but on the watch along. Now, granted, we did have an inkling of this because, we were tipped off about all of this weirdness going into this fight. So like, we kind of were conscious that this might be the case. But what I had said, and I think still remains true, is that he allowed Del Valle to beat him at his own game. And that is a crazy tell when it comes to a fix, because it's like, you would think that that the high level grappler that you were known to be. I mean, granted, he does have knockouts as well. So, I mean, he is a finisher all around. He's a well-rounded finisher. That's what they were talking about on his submission radio interview before this fight, saying, you got a couple on the feet, you got a couple on the ground, you're well-rounded. It's hard for people to make prop bets on you. You'd think that, like, knowing that he is that skilled on the ground when being just a big dude who can knock people out. I mean, obviously they're smaller guys, but you know what I'm saying. A guy who has knockout power is like anybody could possibly get a knockout under the right circumstances. You would think he would go to getting knocked out as the thing, but I guess maybe he didn't think he could sell that as good. I don't know. Whatever the case may be, punching behind the head, DC was all over this on commentary. That's how you knew commentary was not in on it, because DC was reading him the riot act, as was Michael Chiesa after the show concluded.
We'll get back to your point about why not fake it on the feet aspect when we get to the main event, of course. What I also want to agree with you. I mean, Isaac Dulgarian, once again, one of the better grapplers that I've ever seen. You're going to tell me that he magically just he just made look like an amateur on the grappling. I mean, that's the key right there. I mean, if he got smoked on the feet by Valle, okay, sure, whatever, fluke or not. I mean, can you really fake a knockout? Who knows? But submitting, bro, in the first round, after everybody on Twitter says the round one submission is, I mean, it's going to happen. I mean, after it being said that it was going to happen and then it happening, I mean, that's the key issue there.
Yeah. Of course, absolutely. And also to that exact point, rewinding the tape a little bit, you had mentioned that splayed out position that they were in at one point earlier in the fight. It was kind of almost like a forward half Nelson of sorts. It was like, kind of like the arms were way back, they were kind of being forced outwards, kind of splayed, you could say. What does that do for Del Valle? It leaves Dulgarian's neck wide open for the first choke attempt. So it's like, you're setting up.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, he sat right on a fucking, he was definitely trying to let him get that shit too. I remember. Yep.
He literally said, "Here is my neck, please take it." I mean, this is knowing what we know. I mean, even if you didn't know, even if you had no understanding, like, I kind of led into the video. I keep referencing the video. I'm sorry for that, but a lot of the context here comes from the same topic, of course. So if you were not aware of any of the fixing allegations of this, what you saw is an extremely high favorite and high level fighter, grappler, wrestler just completely do every step of the way the wrong thing to lead to the ultimate finish.
Now that you bring up that first choke, I do want to go back to that, because I do remember in the rewatch I thought that too. I was like, holy shit, he was really trying to give it to him any way possible. Once again, Yadierdelvalle showcasing, even if his opponent was wanting him to submit him, he was physically unable. So that should just probably tell you where this dude's skill set lies. From what I've heard, again, he did not seem to be in the mix of it. He seemed to be very happy about his performance, and he seems to think that he showed out. So I don't know.
No, yeah, I did want to come back to that too. You're definitely right, because he was so happy with himself for this performance here. And now, look, we need to see him against somebody who's actually going to give him a legitimate fight and see how he does with that. Now, I know what you're saying. I know the optics of it, whatever. I mean, because you don't know how it affects it, I guess, is what I would say to that. Is it's like, maybe if the guy was fighting it a little bit better, then maybe knowing what exactly you should be doing as opposed to trying to counteract something that is blatantly the wrong thing to do I don't know. I'm just saying that, like, Del Valle is more of a stand-up guy. He's a knockout guy, claiming that he has this ground game, working out in a fixed fight. It's like, we need to be able to see what the reality of it is, but he certainly didn't seem to be in on it based on just how happy he was with the fact that, I've got it on the ground. Yeah, the stuff he was saying was pretty funny. He's like, they asked him, they were like, what DC saying, what did, that he was doing the wrong thing down there. So, like, did you think that it was going to be that type of fight, whatever? And he was just like, well, he's got a really broad back. Like, oh, okay.
Right,
so there you go.
Yeah, so this
question answered.
This one's going to be interesting because obviously Valle is seeing all this stuff too. He is part of the fight fixing. I mean, he's not necessarily at fault, but he is a participant in the fight that has been fixed. So in some manner, some way, I mean, he's involved. So something's going to have to happen with him. Something's going to have to happen with him I mean, it's not going to be necessarily bad per se, but like, I don't know what's going to be said, what's going to be asked, because clearly somebody's going to have to like ask him, like, were you in on this? Like, and he's going to unfortunately have to feel like, my win is not actually my win. This dude really just gave me one, and they're even asking if I'm involved in it. It's like, that's so disrespectful. As a professional athlete, I come out here and I compete for this, and now as a prospect, I'm now part of the one of the largest betting scandals in the UFC as of right now. Like, so kind of sucks to be him, because he is going to be looped into this like for the remainder of it. So
You're exactly right. Absolutely. 10,000% right. Yeah. This is a victim of circumstance, based on what we know now. I mean, who knows what the reality is? We'll find out perhaps, but you're absolutely right. I mean, this person unwittingly going into a fight, doing his job, doing exactly what he is in this organization to do. Now, one of the biggest betting scandals in modern MMA history, perhaps federal fucking prison. This is Jordan Leavitt versus Yadierdelvalle. Might remember that name. Leavitt is 12-3. He is 3-2 in his last 5. His wins are over Kurt Hollabaugh by sub, Victor Martinez by knockout, and Trey Ogden by split decision. His losses are to Chase Hooper and Paddy Pimblett, both by submission. Del Valle is 10-0. He is 2-0 in the UFC after a unanimous decision win on the Contender Series. His wins are over Connor Matthews and Isaac Dulgarian, both by submission. Of course, you might remember the fight with Isaac Dulgarian for some extracurricular elements to that one.
this one is interesting, excuse me, because you have to, when it comes to betting, specifically, I think this is where the story lies, because you have to have an understanding of what you're putting your money into on this fight. Are you betting that Yadier Devalle is that guy, that he's believing that Dulgarian, whatever he did, it doesn't matter, I'm still the top dog? Do you think that, or do you think that he truly believes that Isaac, does he believe the betting scandal? Does he actually think Dulgarian threw the fight? This could be key. Does he think that he just fucking roughed this dude up, this hot prospect? I just did him dirty kind of deal. If he comes into this fight with that level of confidence, what is that going to say for the fight? I think you just got to look into it a little deeper than, is Jordan Leavitt going to have the experience to be able to overthrow it? Is Yadier going to kind of come in reserved with the knowledge that, I may not have this, or is he going to come in thinking that I can do whatever the fuck I want? I just beat this dude, and I beat him so bad they thought he threw the fight. Like, that's, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting equation here with this one. Leavitt is a dude, I went over those wins that he has. Go down the line. I mean, Victor Martinez, not a super impressive win to me. Trey Ogden, okay. Kurt Hollabaugh, tough guy in his time, not in the promotion anymore, I believe, right? I think they let Kurt go. His losses, Chase Hooper and Paddy Pimblett. Obviously, Paddy just challenging for the belt. Chase Hooper a little bit, kind of maybe middling to an extent, but still a more of a name. That's kind of concerning. It's like, if you can beat the guys who are just okay, and then you've got a couple of dudes that you're losing to who are moving a little bit farther past you, that would signal to me that you're kind of plateauing to an extent. Del Valle, too new to really be able to see. I mean, Connor Matthews, whatever, as a win, as that win, and then Isaac Dulgarian being that situation. Like, I think that Leavitt is kind of an interesting guy with the approach that he has to his fights. Like, he certainly has a well-rounded skill set that he can use in interesting ways, but like, if Del Valle is as powerful as he had appeared to be at times, he might be able to go in and blitz him. I mean, like, that, it's hard to know all of the circumstances going into this one because of that. And him not having UFC experience plays into it, but then Leavitt having experience, that's kind of mixed. What do you make of all of that?
What do I make? I mean, there's also one more thing that you could question. Will the Cubans threaten Jordan Leavitt to throw this fight as well? Are we going to have a second investigation with Yadier Devalle? It's not his fault that the people, whatever happens. He's not commanding them to make people throw the fights. That's just what the people want to do for him, and he wants to win. So we're gonna threaten all the people that he goes against. If we don't throw the fight and make him undefeated champion forever, bad things happen, brother. I don't know what to tell you.
He's got operatives just out there making it that way.
He doesn't have nothing, allegedly. These are
Right,
people that, yes, these are people that these are rogues. They do whatever they want. And Who knows? I don't know.
Betting mercenaries. Yeah. Well, I mean, Bleeding Edge on the ground level here, saying that Del Valle is also a Houston resident, and saying that he is very delusional about the betting scandal. So, I mean, I had after the scandal, I mean, after the fight, anyway. I mean, as the scandal unfolded, of course, but after the fight, he was pretty high on himself. He was pretty happy with his skill set and all of the things that he brought to the equation there. Does that give him a false sense of security against a guy like Jordan Leavitt? Perhaps, but Leavitt has lost by submission in the last 2 losses that he has had. So is his submission game good enough to go against somebody who is actually going to be fighting? These are the questions,
Yeah, that is definitely the question. Jordan Leavitt, I would say, is definitely a good BJJ practitioner. I thought he was going to get Trey Ogden easily because Trey Ogden has no ground game at all. So that was easy pick for me. But will I say he would be able to get a sub against somebody who's competent when it comes to the grappling? Probably not, but I think he might be able to use his experience to get the better of the positions. If Yadier shoots for a takedown, he might just get, tripped up, and he might just get flipped over, and then Jordan Leavitt's in full mount, anything like that. But will he finish him? I'm not thinking so. I think Jordan Leavitt might be able to get a decision win here, though. Unanimous, kind of crazy, though.
Yeah, that was sort of my thought process as well, was that Leavitt, just with having UFC experience and seeing more, being in there more, having a little bit more of a solid understanding of everything that goes into the level of fighting that he is at currently. That was kind of where I was leaning, but I'm not counting Del Valle out, because I did think that he looked pretty good on the Contender Series. I thought that he, getting the sub win on Connor Matthews, I think, was a little unexpected for me when he finally entered the organization. I think the guy is skilled. So, I mean, it's like, you don't want to necessarily say, oh, the betting scandal just changes everything. It's like, it only changes the dynamics of Dulgarian really more than anything else. But if you toss that out the window, he still does have a sub win over Connor Matthews. So again, this one's a little bit of a kind of coin flippy situation to me. I mean, if it comes out as one of these guys just annihilates the other, then fine, I'll take the licks on that. But on paper, to me, this is a pretty, I like this matchmaking. I think this is a pretty like anything can happen kind of match.
And what would you say if I told you that I have sources telling me Jordan Leavitt was hit by a car earlier this week? What would you say?
I mean, that would certainly change things. Is another Jared Gordon situation going on?
Possibly. I don't know what the Cubans are doing out here in Houston. They could just be riding around doing anything. I don't know. Jordan Leavitt, just keep your wits about you. Don't jaywalk. That's just basically what it comes down to.
Wild speculation indeed. But all right. Well, car accidents aside, Chase, we talked it through. Where are you going on this thing?
I'm going to go ahead and take the UFC veteran at this point, Jordan Leavitt. What would you like to pick?
Oh, I also want to go with Jordan Leavitt, but
don't
part
do
of me,
it.
I say part of me wants to go with Del Valle too. I'm like,
you got to catch up in points. See, if you keep flipping because you don't want to pick the same as me, I mean, you could be right here, but the point is, if we pick the same one, it's not the best. It's not bad.
It's true. This is the problem with incentivizing our picks here.
Yes.
I mean, my gut is saying Jordan Leavitt though, so I mean, I guess I got to go with the gut. I mean, I think.
Are you sure? I don't want to sway you.
No. Of course, I don't. I appreciate that. I mean, really, at the end of the day, what I'm saying is that I will not be like this will not be one that I'm like, oh man, that's so crazy that Del Valle won if he does win. But I mean, experience at the level that they are at, because again, the Connor Matthews fight, that's his first fight in early. Connor Matthews, not super high level guy necessarily. The Dulgarian fight, you just have to throw out that just does not factor in because of the equation there. I mean, I got to go with the guy that I have seen actually get decent wins against more experienced guys. Again, Chase Hooper is working his way. I mean, he's kind of up and down a little bit, but Paddy Pimblett just challenged for the belt. So I mean, I got to believe that level of competition has made Jordan Leavitt better. He's not twerking anymore, people. He's not doing the worm anymore. He's a little bit less flamboyant. He's a little bit more locked in. I think Jordan Leavitt is where my heart is saying that this goes.
Okay, but hear me out though. I think this might be crucial. They gave Paddy Pimblett Jordan Leavitt. Why? Because that's an easy layup for him to get a submission win and obviously skyrocket him into a title shot position kind of deal. Could we see them knowing a little more than us here? They know Jordan Leavitt is not the formidable vet that we're building him up to be right now.
But they ain't trying to build an audience in Cuba.
He's the only Cuban we got. They tried to bring Robelis in. So, and it didn't work out. So
What about what's his name?
Marquez, Julian
Marquez,
Marquez.
yeah, Julian Marquez. Yeah, come on. We got at least one more.
Is
They
he
didn't try to build him
still?
up.
He lost to Cody Brunson though. Yeah, I think
Yeah, yeah.
maybe he beat
Cody
him. I don't
Brundage,
know,
yeah.
but
Well, either way, you're right. I mean, but I guess the point is that like I don't think that they're necessarily trying to hotshot Del Valle here, and I think that really, honestly, I would say that it's a little bit of the other way. I think that maybe they're trying to like give Jordan Leavitt like a new lease on things. Like he's coming off of the wins, you know, he's starting to get himself a little bit better. Not to say that they're trying to build him up as a star, but like he's a decent enough fighter that like it doesn't make like what we have said. This is actually a better point, a little side note, but this does kind of play into what we're talking about here. What we have seen lately, there was a huge purge recently of fighters. Saw Alex Morono get let go, Javid Basharat got let go, Lucas Almeida, a number of fighters got
Almeida.
Jalton Almeida is the biggest one of all of those on the recent cuts here. The reason that has been speculated for that is that they are trying to get rid of people who are not exciting fighters. They're trying to thin the herd out so that the fights are more exciting. That's just a theory, but I think it does track with some of the ones that we just mentioned here. That being said, Leavitt is not one of those guys that I think fits the mold of that. But if he loses this, maybe that might change. It's one of those things that I think he brings enough to the table that like they're not necessarily like trying to get him out the door, give this guy a fight that he can win, or make it a coming out party for Del Valle. That's gonna be how it's gonna go.
I hate that I'm kind of leaning the other way, but it's only because of the story. I mean, when I look at the weight too, featherweight, it's in dire need of something new. You know, the Cuban guy, undefeated Cuban guy. You know, that's somebody that can get to 8th rank, and they give him Volkanovski like randomly over Movsar because he's boring. You know, like who knows? But
Well,
like
now you're talking yourself into it based on narratives, my friend.
I know, but and that's the crazy part. It's like when you look at MMA and you look at the guy that has more experience, has done more things against more accomplished people, and then he ends up getting smoked in round one. Like, you know, like that's the craziest part. Like that's the unfortunate part. But
No, you're making a lot of sense. And again, I lean back on the thought process that even with the Dulgarian fight being what it was, he submitted Connor Matthews. So you know, Leavitt is a submission guy, a grappling guy for a lot of it. I mean, like his striking is kind of just okay. His movement is pretty good. I will say that I think that he moves pretty well, so he can be a little agile. But like, if it does end up being grapple for grapple, then there is potential for Del Valle here.
I also kind of it's not every fighter is a finisher. Not everybody would have Isaac Dulgarian, and if he's throwing the fight, it's not like he can make him finish him.
Sure.
Not everybody's gonna have that. Some people would have just stood in front of that dude for 15 minutes and just punched him. It would have been, whatever it was. But Isaac Dulgarian, whether he threw the fight or not, yadierdelvalle went for the finish, and that's one thing I'll say, that he is definitely something that he does go for a finish. So maybe I'm buying into the Cuban Missile Crisis here, guys. I don't know.
Up to you, brother. I mean, I think I'm going to stay with where the heart had led myself to. I mean, we talked it through. What I guess, is there anything else left to say besides who you're picking?
No, I think I am also just gonna pick Jordan Leavitt, because that is what makes sense when you use logic, I would say. But when you use fairy tales, oh yeah, 10-0 Cuban guy, why wouldn't he go get the fucking belt from Volkanovski in the next year? Like, I don't know.
And who knows? And this is one of the, like, that's really, I think, broad note. We say it all the time about guys coming in off the Contender Series, which, I mean, even with a win in the organization, he's still newer. Like, we just don't know enough yet. The Dulgarian fight really does throw a wrench in a lot of things when it comes to like the knowledge that you have about this guy, because that could have been like, if Isaac Dulgarian had fought like he was supposed to fight, this would have been a very telling fight for us. But since he threw the fight, potentially, now we don't know. So you got to just go off the information that you have. I got enough about Jordan Leavitt, especially too, like, I really do think that he has been making improvements since some of the losses that he'd taken. He seems a little bit more locked in. I'm going to go with that thought process on this. And if yadierdelvalle proves me wrong here, then the new information will take over the old information.
Oh yeah. Yep. So both taking Jordan Leavitt.
I think so. Yes, it seems like it. And I'm sure we're going to differ on some of these coming up, but some of them, I mean, when the picks are the picks, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So federal fucking prison.
Duval has already walked out. Valle, and
kind of wild.
Jordan Leavitt is about to enter the cage. What the fuck is Duval? It's his name.
All right, but we know Jordan Leavitt no longer twerks, so he is locked in, people. he has gotten himself into a
Yes.
bold new
He wins my
era
sub.
of twerkless innovation. Going up against Yadier Del Valle,
Jean Paul by
course.
sub is gonna be crazy.
the apparently and and for all intents and purposes,
Mate.
the unwitting second half of the Isaac Dulgarian fix scandal. The unwitting accomplice.
Yes.
But yeah, you can see Yadier Del Valle, no tattoo on that
No.
right arm before,
Isn't that the crazy
and now a
dichotomy?
very large, very
He did
fresh
fight Patty.
tattoo, full sleeve on the one arm. Look at that thing.
So all right. So tell me who you're taking.
Looks pretty
Just
dope,
tell
to
me
be
right
perfectly
now
honest. I mean,
who you're
goddamn, he's
taking.
got like a Spartan
Don't
up in the
bullshit
top
me.
there.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty cool. You would look dope with that haircut, Thinker. Do it and become the ultimate ladies magnet. Yo. Shaved front, big, bushy, egg-shaped concoction in the back. I mean, see, that's the thing, is when you're married, he's a married man, so he doesn't have to worry about that anymore.
Why
He can
would
do
you
whatever he
almost
wants.
certainly
His wife is
assume
just
that?
going to have to deal with
From
it.
Cuba? What Cuban gave him that black belt?
I wonder if he ran it by her, like, hey, baby, I'm thinking about doing this new thing with my hair.
Who
And she's
gave
like,
him
oh,
black
really?
belt,
What is it?
brother? In
me show you
Cuba, name
this.
one. Bro, they have Rebellis
Pulled up a picture of
Espana
it
down there. You're
online,
telling me they have
and she's like,
a black belt down there
oh.
now that didn't...
Okay.
Jordan Levitt.
We on.
Dude, Carrie Hatley.
Jordan
Oh,
Levitt
God,
is the real
elite.
main event.
Oh, no.
It's about to start, so we'll see. I've always liked Jordan Levitt. I got no problem with him. Yadier Del Valle.
R.I.P. Jordan
It's what we
Levitt,
said on
I
the
guess.
podcast
We're
is
gonna
that
see
it's
some
like it's too
scandalous
hard
shit here.
right now to know what we can expect out of Del Valle after seeing him on the
This dude
contender,
was in on it, by the
contender
way.
series and that one fight, which of course was potentially fixed. Fight's underway.
I don't know.
We'll find out right now.
I don't know, brother.
Why do you think MMA
Jordan.
guys have so much trouble adjusting to boxing?
Oh,
Is
he's
it
already
reflexes?
gonna-
I think it's honestly, I think it's
That
movement.
knee
Yeah.
was
So
nasty.
what I would say is it's
definitely
reflexes
started,
and movement.
and we're headed to the match.
The thing
Jordan's
about
already
boxing
got him
is
down.
that I think that it's a
Brother.
slower pace as far
Oh,
as footwork
brother.
goes. Because basically
Yeah,
you
we're at
have to stay within
342,
a smaller
341,
like your
330,
range of motion is
329,
smaller because all you can do is
328,
throw your hands.
Damn, hold on,
So
hold on,
your
stop,
reach
don't even
is
listen to me.
basically the
I
length
don't know
that
how
you
to
have
read.
to occupy
I
when
am
you're
at
in
4,
a combat
20,
scenario
19,
within the boxing
18.
realm. So it's like you're limited
No,
in the
yeah, that
amount
was
of movement
bad.
you
I
can
fucked that
do
all
and
up
still
for a
be
little bit.
effectively
Jesus
putting out
Christ.
offense. Plus, with boxing, it's a lot
Yeah,
more
thank you, please.
defensive
All right. Jordan
than people give
Levitt,
it
we got
credit
him
for. That's
down,
why
but
Floyd
we're back up
Mayweather
to
was so
the
effective.
fucking-
I
we're back
use
up to
Floyd
the
Mayweather
feet.
as
Oh,
an
we just got a
example a
nut
lot of the
shot.
time. Oop, nut shot. Ooh, Del
That's how you
Valle
win a fight
going
right
down
there,
hard
brother.
off the nut shot. But I use Floyd Mayweather as an example a lot because, he was not a great offensive
replay.
boxer. He was an
I don't
insanely
believe it.
skilled defensive boxer.
I don't believe it.
And that's, I think, a big thing
I
that
don't know about
MMA
that
fighters
one,
have
Show me a
like
different
problems adjusting to. So it's that, and then when you bring the
Right in the
reflexes into it,
empanadas,
so you have a
that's-
smaller
I don't know
range
if
of
that's
motion
Cuban
when
food,
it comes to
Michael
the
Bisping,
amount
but
of
we'll go with
distance
it.
you can
I don't
cover
know.
in any
You maybe
one
don't.
direction and not laterally, the other way,
on.
forwards and backwards. You have a smaller distance to cover, and
All
then
right.
that's what makes the reflexes so much more important.
Let's just pray to God. Valle
Is that
is not
because
a
you're so
fraud.
close range, you have to analyze the body movements a lot
Come on,
more
Jordan.
effectively because it's
Just
all
threw
about
3
what's
teams
coming
back to
at
back
you
to
and
back.
what you're putting out
Nice.
towards your opponent.
Back to back to back.
So I
to
think
back.
that's basically why I would say that MMA fighters have a bigger problem.
Maybe I did 4.
Because
I don't
when they
know.
clinch up
It's been a long
in
day,
MMA, they've got a lot more things they can do.
And
You
we're
can
back
go to
down
the
to the
ground with
mat.
it. You can keep striking. You can try to adjust the
Damn,
body position and get them to the
Jordan.
cage. There's a lot more options in MMA. In boxing, it is throw
This
punches.
is exactly what this dude was
That's
supposed
about
to do
it.
to Patty, by the way. And Patty was actually
The
decent
micro
enough to
elements are a
overcome
lot
it.
different.
So, is Devalle
Jordan
a
Levitt
fraud,
is a
guys?
troll, and you like
Or
that?
is this
He's
just
doing a great
good
job in this fight so
veteran
far, aside from
performance
kneeing his
from
opponent in
Jordan?
the nuts. Wow, crowd.
Oh,
There's
we-
not
we
even a
passed.
crowd
I mean,
in
we
the
can have
building,
side
and the
control.
crowd
This
is
is
already
fine.
booing. They're already booing. They
Yeah, I
don't
guess
like
to
the
scoot
ground
him away
game.
from the- Oh, wow.
But
nice.
right now,
we
yeah,
get
Jordan
to
Levitt doing a fine job
keep
just
him here.
controlling. Del Valle trying to get back to his feet here. He's up.
Ride, get a little trip here.
All right,
nice.
Yeah. Jordan Leavitt with another
Right
takedown. I mean, this is really what Jordan Leavitt is good at.
deal.
I mean, he's a kind of drag your opponent around the mat sort of fighter.
This is where Jordan thrives when the fight gets
you
a
get
little
up,
zesty.
I'll take you this
You guys
way, I
should know
go this,
by
I
now.
adjust. You know, he's
Did you not see him walk out?
a sticky
it says
fighter,
everything about
I
it.
would say.
Good slam.
Nice little
What the
slam
hell?
to the back there.
I love it.
3 or 4
I love
takedowns
it.
in round 1. If you had the over on takedowns, Jordan Leavitt just hit it in round 1.
All right.
Jordan Leavitt hit the
fucking
over on
deal.
takedowns before the halfway point of the first round.
Let's see. Valle is definitely
And this
losing
is why
fight.
I picked Jordan Leavitt to win
First
this
round
fight.
is definitely down to
You know, I mean,
is down.
no disrespect
I
to
got
Del
the hiccups
Valle,
now.
we
This
don't
is
know
about
enough
to
about
be
him,
ridiculous.
and UFC experience for Leavitt. He's been in there with guys who are bringing a
3
lot to the
takedowns
table.
in
I mean,
round
Del
1 secure
Valle
for Jordan
still
Leavitt
getting his
in
sea
last
legs
2
over
fights.
here.
What a stat.
Oh, nice elbow from
Nice.
Leavitt on the ground there. This is good work. This is good work so far. He's taking this round pretty easily.
Performance too against Kurt Holloway. I trusted him to be able to get that.
In all
sub.
seriousness,
I don't think
as
he's
of
gonna
right
finish
now, this could
guy,
be a
but,
10-8
like,
round.
He's decent.
Because, I mean,
enough,
Del Valle
like,
has done
and
nothing.
this
Jordan
dude,
Leavitt, he
he's
started
coming
it
in
very
here with
quickly.
a
He
lot
got
of
him to the ground
confidence,
very
thinking that
quickly
he
off
actually
rip.
beat Dulgarian. Because, like, from my understanding, I have been told. Oh, we're gonna get another slam.
And Jordan Leavitt
From my
just staying
understanding, I've
on,
been
just
told that
working
this
right
dude
now.
believes that it was.
He
it
stands
wasn't
up,
a fluke,
re-engages.
that I beat him.
Del Valle just on his
100%.
back.
And if that's the case, I mean,
Leavitt just in the guard.
Pretty damn good.
Going to slam him
He ain't
again,
gonna
probably.
fluke
It
ya.
looks like he's setting it up.
Yeah, but first round's gonna go to Jordan. We're obviously gonna stay here for the rest of this shit.
Oof, another nice elbow for Leavitt. I mean, I'd say
Okay.
he's doing pretty well being active on the ground as well. Like, also, you know, he's moving
Yeah.
and trying to get to other
Love to
positions.
see it.
Del Valle's tying him up, but Leavitt is advancing. This is fine
You know,
work.
I'm actually
And this
listen,
crowd already
I
already
normally
anxious
associate
over all of
getting
this.
new
It's like,
tattoos
guys,
with
come
getting
on.
fight bonuses. You know, because in my opinion, why are you getting tattoos unless you're out there cooking shit, getting fight bonuses? Did Dulgarian slide him some money to get a 6 sleeve? Like,
The referee
I'm actually curious
responding
about this.
to the crowd, telling him to pick it up. Bro, Jordan Leavitt is doing fine work on the ground.
I'm gonna
He
talk
doesn't need
about.
to
I
pick
gotta bring that
anything
up on the pot. What just
Oh.
happened here?
Del Valle ends up
What
getting
the
a
fuck is
like
bro
a
doing?
push-off kick, which looked like it might have been to his
Oh
face.
yeah.
No, it's Kerry
because I
Hadley
told
too.
you.
Hey, Vay. All right.
I told you
well,
he was
round
good.
1 is over.
I've always been like respectful about him. He's good, but like, bro, Divaldi's like really fucking.
Easy round for Jordan Leavitt.
No, he's not.
See what Del Valle can do in the second.
He must be like improving, like
So far, so good.
crazy amounts.
If Jordan Leavitt wins,
think
I
you
will
just
be
gotta
2 for
stop
2 on
hating
my
and
picks so far.
believe that some people, some Cuban
Lord
guys are
knows
just
I need to
rebellious
get
as
these
well.
picks correct. I need to get right when it comes
Yeah.
to our predictions. God,
Well, this
Chase
is what they
is
set him
lapping
up
me
to.
right
They
now.
set up Jordan to be able to do that to Patty. You know?
I think Chase is up like 6 points on the
That's what they
predictions on
wanted.
last week's fights
And
right
Patty
now. I
overcame
need
that
to get
kind of
right
deal.
here. I need to pull ahead.
In that fight, I remember.
Nah, Chase is definitely going to win. Chase is definitely going to win this year. I guarantee you he's going to be better than me this year. He is way better at predicting fights than I am. I have never purported to be very good at predicting fights.
Do I do it or not?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, round 2.
No,
Del Valle.
you think twice to who?
See if he can pick this up.
I'm not gonna draw.
Do you bet for this card? Yes. Yeah. I have some picks in. I read the parlays a little earlier,
Like risky, yeah, but depends who. Listen, Justice, mate.
but I will read them off to you.
You ever heard
As
of that
round
dude
2
Steiny?
begins
He's
here.
on that Full Send podcast. That's who she's talking about.
So
Bro,
the
Meg,
first
are
parlay
you
that I
watching
have
this fight?
is Carly Judice, Anthony Hernandez.
Look at how
and
Jordan Leavitt is
Ante
fighting right now.
Dalia. That's one of my
Oh, he's
safer
about to
parlays.
get- oh my god. Oh, you
Second
fucking
one is
retard.
Melchizael Costa
You
to
fucking
win and the fight
retard.
to go over 1.5 rounds.
He got
Jacoby
punched
Smith
square in the face for
and
doing that dumb shit too. That's what he
Osborne
gets.
versus
He's about to lose
Ediris
the
to
fight
go
for doing
over
something
1
like
round
that.
or to complete
You're
one
about to
full round.
lose doing something like
So that's
that.
parlay
brother.
number 2. And then parlay number 3 is the Moonshooter parlay,
Yeah.
the long shot parlay. That's Jordan Leavitt, Jean-Paul Lebosniani,
Yeah, he's-
Ramiz
he's trying
Brahimaj,
to
and
clown
Uros
him,
Medic.
bro.
Those are my picks
I
right
cannot
now.
believe it.
And of course, we also have the community parlay. No one put their picks in for the community parlay, but if you guys want to throw in some picks for later on in the card,
Valle is like,
I
now
will put
he's locked
the community
in,
parlay
you know,
in.
And like Jordan is still just kind of chilling around.
And I will wish you all good luck, but if you get it wrong,
you gotta
will be
establish
shamed.
yourself here, brother. You're letting Jordan Levalle meme you
Yamma
hard.
drinking that goy slop. Please, TJF, don't
And he
get
keeps kicking
drawn
you right in
in
the
with the
stomach.
goy slop bullshit, dude. Fucking... This like fucking internet talk is like seeping into like more
Jordan's just
regular
gonna keep kicking him
conversation
in the
for people,
stomach.
and
I
it's
mean,
fucking
I kinda like this game,
stupid.
but that was a nice little counter.
It's like this fucking lol XD talking
good
that people
takedown
are doing now, and I'm just like,
maybe?
ugh, God, you guys sound like
Deadlock?
morons.
Uh-oh.
W Yamma, but phone is dead.
Oh,
See ya. All right,
Jordan's-
that's what's up, TJF. See you soon. Hopefully you'll
Jordan's good.
charge your
Jordan's
phone and
good.
come
He's-
back. But appreciate you, bro.
He's good. Who gave Cuban black below? That's what I said earlier.
But yeah,
He-
anybody who
you
is
let me
around,
know,
thank
brother.
you all for being here, of course. If you have picks for this card, by all means, let me know. I'll throw a community parlay together and we can see what happens. But
Hey,
Jordan
good
Leavitt just
call on
running
the
it on the
podcast
ground
for
right
me
now.
and,
He's going to, like, unless
me and
Del Valle
Thinker,
can get
'cause-
some striking going or somehow figure
We'll
out
make
how to
some good money
negate
if
some of
you
this
guys
shit.
will
Like, Del
listen to
Valle
us.
is not doing anything to get back to his feet. Like, it feels like he's accepting these
Both picked
positions.
Jordan.
Soriano and Labosniani on the money line? Okay, that's two.
Now they're gonna boo, but that's fine, Jordan. Get your
So somebody
dub
else
here,
throw
man.
in a third, and we can make
You
that
are
the
a
community
massive
parlay if you want.
underdog. Something like that, I think.
Savage, what do you got? You got anybody that you're rooting for on this thing?
Ah,
I mean, Soriano, that'll go directly against one of my picks that's already on a parlay.
I'm disgusted with Duval. I actually am
Yeah, I mean, Del Valle just can't do anything about this.
Keep on the feet and win. Why the disgusting.
Michelle to defeat Zachary Reese. Okay. All right, I'm with that. I can go for that.
yes.
Yeah, why not? Also, I'm not missing too much in this fight, so I guess I can just put it in right now.
No, he is.
Normally, I'd be on the edge of my seat. Normally, I'd be watching and paying close attention. Jordan Leavitt is just laying on top of him right now.
Betting your kid against
all right,
Jordan
so
Levalle,
John
dude.
Paul
I mean, what would you
Labosniani,
even-
Punahele Soriano, very close fight that one as far as the line goes. And Michelle Pajeda to beat Zachary Reese. I think both of those are going to be very close, but plus
John
310, I
Paul by
like it.
sub,
Why not?
man. I'm telling you, it's gonna hit.
Hey, CTE is here. I was talking about you earlier.
Telling you.
CTE, do you have actually? So we've got Labosniani, Soriano, and Pajeda for community parlay. CTE, do you have a pick that I can swap one of these out with,
I've been
or
saying
that
that.
you would like to contribute to the
saying-
community parlay as a valued
I've
member
been
of the
saying
community
this,
plus
dude.
a moderator?
He is pretty damn good. Sometimes.
Jordan Leavitt attempting to be the most boring fighter in the UFC. No damage, no positional advances,
Oh,
zero
you
submission
didn't see my
attempts.
thing
I thought he
about
was
that.
doing
On the
decently by trying to
pre-show,
at least
they
adjust
were asking
positions. I would say that would be the one thing I take issue
let me
with. I think
explain.
he is
They
trying
were-
to advance positions, but I mean, Yadierdelvalle is just kind of like holding in place, and he's at least trying to throw some elbows here and there. He's been doing a little bit of damage.
I love Yuri. I love them both.
But man, the
Ige
point
always
is,
seems to pull it out when I think he's gonna lose.
on the pre-show, they were
Costa is a lock.
They
There
were
you
doing
go. I
the
like
table
that.
group,
We'll go
and
for
they were
Costa.
asking around like, is Fluffy
let's
and
take
Strickland,
out-
are they good matchups for Hamzat? Who's the better matchup?
Let's take out-
Who wins? So it presumes the fight is still on for the UFC.
Well, you say you have,
know what I mean? That's my
Brahimi
point.
also? All right, then we'll take out
So-
Soriano.
That was
We'll
just
swap
earlier,
in
right before the thing
Melky
started. I was
Costa.
watching the UFC pre-show. Mate, they're
Probably
in the
win
arena.
by decision. Yeah, there you go. That sounds about right. That's all favorites too. So Labosniani, Pereira, and Costa. How about that?
Mate,
All right, I'm with it. Boom. Community parlay is in. So what happened just there? There was a timeout for something, and then position. Oh, was it an up kick? Oh, heel hook attempt at the end of the round. I was putting in the parlay. I didn't see what happened there.
I was even talking to people about it.
Hey, Sigma,
Strickland
what's up,
is good
dude?
for social media.
Levitt starts my
Him-
winning ways so
Oh,
far.
Hamdi.
Yeah, same.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Hamzat
Jordan
will
Leavitt.
destroy him, Hamdi.
This will be
Hamdi
one that I
said
believe I will
Hamzat
be getting a
destroy
point
Strickland.
on the
Yes, probably.
last week's
Everybody
fights tally over
Or
here if I
everybody-
win this
everybody
one.
gets
Or
destroyed by
if
Hamzat.
Jordan Leavitt wins this one, I will get that prediction correct.
Heavyweight.
I think Chase did end up going with Del Valle.
Heavyweight outside the top 5.
Because like I said,
Heavyweight?
I am falling behind when it comes to the
Mate.
predictions here. You know, the more you get in the hole, the more that it's harder to get out of the hole. So I need to get myself on the
Mate,
right
he
side
used to
here.
make-
I cannot
he used
let
to cut
Chase
to 170.
run away with this early in the year. We got a lot more cards to go. I need to get back up neck and neck with this guy, because the farther down you drop, the harder it is to get back out.
Yeah, well, he's in a Russian MMA promotion now.
No, his strike is absolutely terrible.
What the fuck did I just say? If he be the best heavyweight in the division.
Yeah, he sucks though.
All right,
We'll never
round
talk about
3
Jelton again.
of what is appearing to be an
He's
easy
banned. He's
sail to
actually banned from
victory
the
for
chat,
Jordan Leavitt right now.
How does that is like killed?
Yadier
Same thing with
Delvalle
Nathan
needs to
Fletcher.
figure something out on the feet. He cannot get taken down again.
Better cardio.
That was a very sloppy front kick that Leavitt just tried to put out there.
Elite, by the way, this...
Stylistic issue. I just don't think he can beat a guy like Guniev.
All right.
A guy with really good takedown defense. Like even Blade.
Delvalle trying to kick, doesn't get it. Trying to strike, doesn't get it. Leavitt
So good.
defending pretty effectively right now.
This is potentially a 30-26, guys. This is easy work for Jordan Leavitt. I hate to break it to you. I'm so serious,
I
Elite.
actually refuse to watch.
Dude, Devalle hasn't done anything.
Crowd booing this. They're booing them
Nothing.
standing up now. Good Lord, this crowd is restless.
The only moments he had
Rick Allen
against
versus
Jordan
Dean
was
the
when
Great.
Jordan was trying to meme on him. He's still trying to do it right now.
I mean, bro, how many L's do you want Dean the Great to take?
Yeah.
Dean the Great needs to change his name, bro. He is Dean the Mid.
I got the Excel sheet set up.
He is Dean
I got
the
I got the
Defeated
Excel
at this
sheet
point.
picked up for all of me and Thinkers.
They
picks.
announced it for the White.
We both picked Jordan actually, so
I love the fact that Dean the Great really did try to call out Tiki Gozin
right.
after
Yeah, he
Tiki
should've.
Gozin elbowed the fuck out of him. I didn't see the clip until last night. You know, Chase showed it to me on the
Wow.
free-for-all last night. And, I
Wow.
mean, God,
This is
the amount of
embarrassing.
power that Tiki Gozin put into that elbow.
Wow.
I'm amazed that Dean the Great was able to get back to his feet.
Well, he's doing nothing.
Like, he rocked him with that elbow. Like, he put full force
Bro,
into that elbow.
oh, Devalle is getting mad.
Jordan Leavitt getting called for evasion over
Jordan,
here.
don't get knocked out,
Yadier
brother.
Delvalle is like, hey, bro, come on, you got to come and fight me. Well, no, you got to go find him.
Well, Elite,
Take the
so,
fight to him.
You know the meme
Ooh,
where the
Leavitt
girl runs
takes
away
himself
from
down.
the other girl?
Uh-oh.
Jordan Leavitt just like pretended to run away from him.
All right, Leavitt on his back.
And then
He was trying for a very sloppy takedown. Now he ends up on the
and
bottom.
now he's sitting here smiling at the camera.
much better for
like a
Del Valle.
goofball. Yeah, he did.
He just like shuffled away
But
from him. That was
fight judged round
Wow.
by round. I mean, those first 2 rounds are solidly for Leavitt.
Cut weight.
Now we got to see what Leavitt has off of his back. He
Wow.
needs to reverse this.
Levitt should be getting KO'd like right now. Like he's shit. He's got a dodgy.
Oh, knee to the chest. Oh, they thought that was legal strike. Nah, that was legal.
Absolute dog shit. Like you.
Wow.
Levitt's next.
And now Leavitt just holding on
Wow.
for dear life,
Someone in the rankings, he'll lose.
saying, I'll lose this
Look at
round.
Josh
That's
Emmett
not a
subbing in round
problem.
1.
Yeah, CTE is not wrong, though, right now. I mean, good Lord. This is Jordan Leavitt getting himself
Yeah,
to
no.
a victory in one of the,
Yeah,
the most
nothing
uninteresting
going on
and
here, brother.
and least exciting ways possible.
Jordan Leavitt went for a takedown, and he like defended it in reverse.
Del Valle just trying to work towards something. But Leavitt
Yeah.
just,
Yes,
he
he
is just keeping the grip around the waist, around the shoulders,
Yes. 30-26 maybe.
hanging on.
Nah, Peyton Thomas not that good, brother.
Time just ticking away. This is like good. Like, I mean, how you guys doing? You know what I mean? It's like, what we supposed to talk about with this? There's nothing to talk about.
Don Jones is the goat. He's gay.
True.
One of the best.
Holler. Look at Dan Hooker.
You
One
know
of
who
the best
wouldn't let this
ever.
happen to them? Dean the Great. Dean the Great would have already been back to his feet by now.
He's alright, but I don't know, man. He's grappling so bad.
Nah, it's not going to be 30-26, but it's still a win for Jordan. There's nothing here for Devalle.
Okay, Del Valle back to his feet. Landing some decent
there's a
shots
minute
now.
left. Maybe there's something here for Del
Under
Valle.
a minute left
no,
in the fight.
Jordan,
There you go. Levitt reverses.
No.
Gets out in
Jordan
front.
decided to stop fucking around and just took him down again.
And Del Valle just goes right back to his back. He completely accepted that. He must be tired.
You tried to tell me, brother.
Levitt
You tried to tell me he knows
here.
ball.
Dean the Great would KO Rampage. He had the opportunity.
And Jordan
to.
Levitt is sitting on
Del Valle's
head, brother. He's
Jordan
he's smacking his butt right now.
Jordan Levitt going for the meme.
Dude, elite.
He's
smacking his butt right now.
Bro.
Elite. He's got him pinned.
Yo,
like a WWE pin right now.
There you go, dude. Your boy is memeing in the fight right now. Cut Levitt,
okay.
Bro. Yo, CTE right now. Like, the way that things are going with the organization, just cutting people at random, it would seem that might be a possibility. They might cut him for that.
Wow.
Chose to sexually harass his opponent, then go for a submission. Ha.
Look, they show the replay of him slapping his butt with his tongue out. Oh my goodness.
Shout out to the truck. Shout out to the broadcast guys.
Bro,
choosing
if
the
that don't tell you
you
are not
considering
UFC
there were
ready,
no other highlights from
I
that
don't
round.
know what will, brother. You just got your
Gonna need an energy drink. This shit is terrible. Gonna fall asleep watching. Well, luckily the fight is over now, so hopefully the next one's better. Miller versus Judice was a good fight. But yeah, that was ass. But again, your boy, I'm just happy that Jordan Levitt's gonna win this fight.
Oh.
That's one
the
leg of the
visual
parlay
of him
and
with his
a dog
tongue
leg,
out,
by the way.
slapping bro's ass. Chose to sexually harass his opponent rather than go for a submission.
Federal fucking prison. This fight here was one that had a lot of discussion during the watch along about who deserves to stay. This is Jordan Leavitt versus Yadierdelvalle. I said that this is Levitt's gonna Levitt, basically, is what I said about this fight. I mean, he is a grapple heavy guy. That's his primary strength. You saw the little striking that he did in this fight was something, it was definitely unique. I'll give him that. But, really a whole lot of ground game here. I thought he was decently active on the ground. So I think that maybe some of the criticisms might be slightly overblown. But like I said, as a transition from the last fight where you're saying, keeping exciting fighters and letting some go, we literally just saw Jailton Almeida get cut after a victory for being boring. That being said, how would you translate that to what we're talking about with this fight?
This fight, honestly, it went exactly. Again, I'm gonna get tired of saying it, but this went almost exactly how I thought it was gonna go. I figured Jordan Leavitt was not going to be that impressive, but was gonna do just enough of holding him down and not letting Yadier get a game off that would, nullify the scoring or whatever. I think Jordan did a very good job holding him down. I did not know what the fuck he was doing with his striking. This shit, that wasn't it. Then he got punched in the face, like he did it in like the second round. Like he started out the round like this, and then got punched in the fucking face, and then rightfully put his fucking hands down, like goofball stuff. But
that's where the Monkey King name comes from, I believe, is the arms out like that, kind of floppy.
Drunken master, gotcha.
Sure.
It's all overshadowed because all of the meme stuff is overshadowed by the one meme that he actually, when you're aura farming, you only need one to land. It's just like throwing darts kind of deal. So when you're doing your whole drunken master, doing the wave or whatever, that can be overlooked if by the end of the fight you're slapping your opponent's butt with your tongue out looking like you are having the grandest time of your life. That's, the allegations will never go away for Jordan Leavitt. I know he has a kid. I know he has a wife. Listen, what you were doing to Yadierdelvalle, listen, Dan Hooker probably would have loved to be in this performance. But either way, I think it was very funny. I think it was very good. Jordan Leavitt definitely got the win. Yadier, I think we were just kind of right on the money. I mean, if this dude was a little too overzealous about what he did to Isaac Dulgarian and what the case may be, and everybody knows it, and you've seen it on Twitter, and Thinker, I'm sure you know this as well, but Isaac Dulgarian is going to prison, guys. He threw this fucking fight, bro.
I say I had to shout out Lachlan for this one. This fight proves Dulgarian should be in federal fucking prison. Really made me laugh. So, I mean, look, what I said here is, first of all, I just before I even get into anything else, the spanking was definitely hilarious. And shout out to the guys in the truck. Shout out to the broadcast crew, because not only did this man spank the bottom of Yadierdelvalle, but the guys in the truck used the spanking as the replay clip before the commercial break. I was like, geez, guys, you know, sometimes you really come through with a very funny moment for us, and I appreciated that. But anyway, what I said about this is that Del Valle had every opportunity, every round, to make this fight different. Round 2, stay on the feet for a while. I mean, like, there was a little bit, that's what we're talking about with that weird striking. There was a time here where it was on the feet. This is your opportunity to make this not the fight, especially after round 1, especially after knowing what round 1 was for you. So Del Valle tries his own grappling, and that's really what we were talking about on the predictions episode, where it's like, this dude really did buy his own bullshit when it came to the Dulgarian fight. He tries his own grappling there. He had a little bit of top control in the 3rd round and didn't do anything significant with it there. I was like, bro, this is not it, dude. Like, this is exactly what, like, your opportunities are few and far between based on what your opponent is doing, and you're not using them to your advantage to sway this fight in any way, and you're accepting position when he's on top. I don't know what to tell you, man. That's not a recipe for success over here.
I think it's absolutely. I know people are going to be mad at this performance from Jordan Leavitt, and this is just the modern era of the UFC. And I think this is just a performance that was needed. You know, not that, you know, obviously giving Yadier somebody who could like knock him out, like, okay, cool, whatever. But giving him somebody after the Dulgarian fight that not just he shows he has the ability that I could do it if I really wanted to, you know, but I would just choose to just slap. I would embarrass you. I'm just your daddy now. Like, you know, you may think that you have something, but like, it would have been less grand if he would have just came out and Yadier got flatlined or choked out or whatever, but to genuinely for 3 rounds do things that like you can't do it. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I just have my hands out. And then, you know, obviously he gets punched in the face, but like for 30 seconds, nothing happened. And then he ends up shooting a takedown when Jordan Leavitt's probably just doing like some dance moves or some shit. Like, it's hilarious the way that it happened. Jordan Leavitt, however you say it, is the perfect person that could have pulled this off, because he don't seem like he gives a shit. Like, you know, he dropped weight and he's like, fuck it, I'll take on this dude, and then I'll have a time of my life. You know, whether it goes my way or not, I'm going to have fun. And him having fun in a victory is just embarrassing Yadier's, you know, career. I mean, dude, you're a sham. You were 10-0, and now a guy willingly pinned you on the mat and slapped your bottom. Like, he sunned you so hard. The dude who does the splits too. And it, like, the Cubans, really, I don't know if they're going to like this.
I mean, shout out to Hydra. Really, I'm trying to keep it together, but it turns out the Cuban problem was his skill level. Good Lord. Chad is cooking tonight. Yeah, no, I mean, all of what we're saying is kind of what this thing was. There were significant holes in the game for Del Valle that Jordan Leavitt had the exact right answer for. I saw earlier, I think it was CTE saying, oh, you know, it wasn't active enough with the transitions and whatnot. What I saw, at least in the first round, he was going for the elbows when he had the opening for it. So at least he was active enough on top, just as Jordan Leavitt I'm talking about, active enough on top to, you know, to not make it so that he was going to get stood up and, you know, keep it moving when he was in those positions. I thought there was enough going on there to not make it as terrible as like it's being made out to be, but I can certainly understand why people were not super impressed by the performance, you know?
If anybody is impressed by anything, it's me when it comes to Jordan Leavitt. You know, we always talk about hair transplants and, you know, hair dye situations. If anybody remembers, go look at old pictures of Jordan Leavitt real quick, because he came back, and this is how you do it, guys. You come back with a slick new hairline and then a new hairstyle that nobody's ever seen you with the shag in the back, short up top, and then you come out and you have a performance like this. I think it's very, very funny. And obviously CTE and the chat, oh no, 17 strikes, how will he ever recover? It's his ego, you know. It's not the fact that he was so up here. That dude didn't throw that fucking fight. I just fucking whooped him. I whooped that dude's ass, and then it's like, oh, I fucking lost to the gay dude. Like, so it's just how it is.
Yeah, you know, I always hate the accusations like that, but then he does do a little pirouette after he gets he gets the nod from the judges, and I'm like, oh, you're making it really hard for me to defend my man. Federal fucking prison.
Right.
Elkins looking good. Oh, yeah, he's getting the final fight announcement and everything. I'm glad that they are giving him the proper send-off here. I really do appreciate that. I appreciate that they are recognizing what Darren Elkins has given to this sport. They're doing it right by our boy here, and that's all that matters to me. Yadierdelvalle.
All right, the Cuban problem versus the American damage.
All right.
All right.
Fight is underway. Darren
Probably
Elkins
doesn't go
versus
well for
Yadier
Darren,
Delvalle.
sadly.
4 minutes 55, 4, 3, 52, 51, 4 minutes 50 seconds right there.
Delvalle is solid though. I mean, ain't nothing.
Oh Jesus, 12% on
Oh.
Poly Market. Oh, all right.
Knee him.
Delvalle goes for the kick, but ends up tripping himself up. Elkins with the headlock. Oh, what?
Oh, Darren.
Headlock. Elkins was getting a headlock.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just stop
Jesus.
it, bro.
There
No,
it is.
just-
Beanbag. Oh, that's a beanbag. I'm sorry,
Carry.
guys.
Oh, that boy got a beanbag.
Carry.
Ooh, that's a beanbag. I
Well.
mean,
Well,
that's how it goes. This card blows. Rick Allen, you don't like MMA, Rick. Stop LARPing. Yeah, that was sadly to be expected.
kinda
Damn,
figured.
he really stiffened him up too.
kind of figured he'd be getting a finish,
Bro punched him and he just went whop.
Let's see the shot again. I mean, he
Garbage
gets
stoppage?
dropped for sure.
Yeah, wobbled him and then bam. Oh, bro.
But he was up. He was fine though.
He was done.
Nah, he was fine
Stiffened.
though.
He just went limp, dude. Ragdoll physics. Oh my goodness.
Nah, it was.
Yeah. Yeah. Good night.
I could have let him
Irene,
go a little
indeed.
longer.
Think it's applicable here, sadly. Investigate Delvalle again. Isaac Dulgarian looking at it like, wasn't me this time.